All right, we should be live. And we'll find out here shortly if everything's working like it's supposed to. Ah, this is frustrating as all get out. You have no idea. Yeah, all right. I've got everything live here now on the Rumble, on the YouTubes, and it should be working now. And of course, I'll have like 2 or 3 streams because, well, their browser just screwed everything up. I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. I set up the stream, and then as soon as I logged into it, it created 2 more streams. It actually created 4 streams earlier today, back to back to back to back to back. And then it said I couldn't create any more, and I had to go into YouTube and fix it. So I don't know how much I'm going to be using Rumble Studio if they can't get their stuff straightened out. This is absolutely frustrating whenever you're just trying to do something as simple as a stream and you have to jump through all these hoops. It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Good to see you, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Mother's Day. But this is why we do this on the weekends. So that way, if it messes everything up, we'll figure it out. We usually are able to figure this stuff out pretty quickly. And turn that on. And of course, everything's messed up now on it. So who knows? You'll probably get some sort of ads or something. And I'm sure that all you YouTube folks are going to be like, what in the heck just happened? It went crazy. It went crazy on me. Don't know why. So yeah, if someone was trying to like send a link over here, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Nothing's working like it should. And I messed around with this thing all day today. I was like, ooh, I've got some really cool stuff that I wanted to try out. No, it wants to be difficult. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you. I appreciate you, but maybe fix this so I don't have this problem every single time that I try to stream where it creates new ones, new issues. Just got the Rumble notification. Well, that's because I just now started a new stream. Weird, huh? So there'll probably be another old stream up there. Who knows? Who knows? They will get this straightened out. They will get this straightened out. In the meantime, we've got some fun stuff for you tonight. We definitely have some fun stuff for you tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome as you guys are all joining in tonight. Oh my gosh, look at this. We've got Bronson Rockin' Stone says, God bless Tammy J. The story she could tell. Ooh, I like that we actually have that right there. And then we got that one that came in also, and that also gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Bunsen Rockin' Stone. I appreciate it. That's cool. I didn't have that earlier, so they added something new in here, and I'm finding new stuff every single time. Man. Hello. It was really weird. Time changed to 10 p.m. I couldn't find on sub page and luckily joined via notification. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I set it, I think I set it for 10. It was supposed to be set for 9, but I'm still learning, to do the Rumble browser thing here. The Rumble Studio, we'll get it figured out eventually. Eventually they'll get their stuff together, or I will. One of those two things will happen. Hello, Roy. Good to see you, Mr. Coop. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, there's this thing could use some work. It's a little clunky, and the multiple stream starting stuff, not good. And it says it fails to update the studio on some streams, but it doesn't tell you what it failed to update. It just says failed to update. So I'm getting all kinds of notifications and crazy stuff is popping up. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Hatsville, how you doing? Miss Peanut? Mm-hmm. And see, it takes a little while for it to update all of the YouTube stuff, and it just comes as one big clump for me. Like, what the heck? Hey, photo lady, welcome. Oh, we've got some fun for you tonight. Just just crazy. Hello, Gem City Crafter. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome over on the Rumble side. Yeah, we've got both the YouTube and the Rumbles. It'll be happening. It'll be happening. And something may have popped up on the X and also on the was it Facebook? I don't know. I really don't know. It's been absolutely crazy day today. I've been working on a whole bunch of like insane stuff. And then of course I was like, well, I wanted to talk a little bit about, this last filing that came in, the judge knocking it out, the panic of the Hales. Oh, and there's lots of panic. Trust me on this. There is lots and lots of panic. I think these guys are starting to figure out that, you know, their stuff is getting called out. It's like pretty constantly. And I do have an open letter for you tonight. I know it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had an open letter for you, but I do have one for you tonight. And I hope that you're able to enjoy it. And of course, I have some music that you might find pretty interesting, straight from the old Flea's mouth. The whole anti-Hales, they just like, it's like they just bury that dog bone and have to go chew it up somehow. They got to do what they got to do, and I do what I do. It's really amazing that they've gone after Tug and Megan and all these other people, saying we're suing you. We're going to send a Caesar salad and a detestable letter. That's what I gathered. They're sending detestable letters and salads. Isn't that right? Caesar salad? They're sending Caesar salads and detestable letters. Something, isn't that right? I don't know. I'm always confused on the final aspects of all this. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Inspector Guy, good to see you. Twaddlebum. The amount of information that has been pouring in has been amazing. I know, isn't it, Coop? It's really shocking to me that the amount of crazy that's just come dumping in the past week. I take a few days off. I go down to the beach and it's just like I can't keep up with it all. I really can't. Word salad. Well, it is word salad, but don't worry. There's gay. There's some gay stuff. That's all I'm saying. There's going to be some gay stuff tonight. So if you're not into the gay stuff, just don't. It's something about gay balling or something. I don't know. I couldn't really read it too well. It was the transcript. They wanted to be gay ballers or gay balling or gay malicious or something. That's what I understand. They were being gay malicious. And happy Mother's Day. Even gay people have mothers. Isn't that weird? Go figure. I have to ask Flux about that. She'll tell me all about it. She'll tell me she's got the scoop on all the gay stuff. It's great. If you haven't met Flux, she's absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady that has been around and about the YouTubes for quite some time. I mean, and she's going to get a law degree. I mean, I find that amazing that she actually said, this is what I want to do. I think that I could do so much more and compare myself to all of these attorneys out there filing dumb shit. I'm definitely not going to be that as bad as these guys. Breezy Fleecy is so panicked she's striking out at everyone. Well, and all she has to do is just strike out at herself. A little self-flatulence. I mean, yeah, might do her some good. It just might do her some good. A little self-reflection. But she looks in that mirror and what does she see? Nothing but pain and misery and just unhappiness. I mean, it's not my fault that that she feels that way. It really isn't. It is absolutely not my fault that she feels that way. But we're here to fix it for her, you know. You can't fix her, but you can at least give her the pathway to a new gateway drug or something. Anything. Maybe some Ozempic or I don't know. But what we got, now this one came in right here. This was on the 8th. Now you understand that today is the 10th, and I know you understand that I'm not always on top of all of these like I could be, but that's what happens whenever you go out of town and you don't have access to, you know, multiple monitors like you should. And so this right here is a response to defendant's partial motion to dismiss counts 2 and 3 of the complaint. It comes now. Jeremy Hales by and through underside counsel and files his response to the partial motion to dismiss counts 2 and 3 of the complaint filed by the debtor or the defendant, and would show at the initial pleading stage the court must accept all well-pled allegations as true. Not partially true, but as wholly true. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what needs to happen. So, to survive a motion to dismiss, a complaint must contain a short and plain statement, and it cites the information that you need for that. The complaint sets out the required elements of the causes of action, sufficient facts, or defendant to file an answer. The defendant's motion should be denied. A response to motion to dismiss count 2, they point to a reference section 727A4 in the wherefore clause of count 2 as a basis for her motion to dismiss. Well, the reference section 727A4 in count 2 is a Scrivener's error. So basically, it was just they put it in incorrectly because section A2A applies where debtor has transferred, removed, stored, mutilated, or concealed property of the debtor within 1 year before the petition date with the intent to hinder, delay, or defraud a creditor. To prevail under count 2, the plaintiff must show that the act complained of was done within 1 year prior to the date that the petition was filed. With actual intent to hinder, delay, or defraud a creditor, that the act was that of the creditor, and that the act consisted, or the debtor, and the act consisted of transferring, removing, destroying, or concealing any of the debtor's property. Where the alleged misconduct is concealment by omission from schedules, the same elements apply. A2 prohibits the bankruptcy court from granting a discharge if the debtor, with intent to hinder, delay, or defraud a creditor, or an officer of the estate charged with custody of the property under this title, has transferred, removed, destroyed, mutilated, or concealed, or has permitted to be transferred, removed, destroyed, mutilated, or concealed. A, property of the debtor within 1 year before the filing date. B, property of the estate after the date of the filing petition. Now, we know that she's done that. She's tried to hide, tried to conceal, tried to say, oh, these were all just made up. How dare he come after me for this? But the allegations in the complaint at the initial pleading stage sufficiently allege the elements of the cause of action to provide notice to the defendant of the nature of allegations in the complaint. The plaintiff alleges defendant had legal interest in several specific assets at the time of filing. The specific assets are listed in paragraph 39 of the complaint. Therefore, the defendant had possession of these assets within 1 year of the date of the petition. Yeah, she had her property there. Oh, I see Ellen and Pierre are trying to fool the court again. Oh, yeah. Plaintiff alleges defendant acted with actual intent to hinder, delay, or defraud a creditor by failing to discuss these assets in the schedules. Yes, because it's your duty as somebody that's filing this to put all of that information into those schedules. And this is one of the big complaints that they had, trying just to get the schedules to happen. Now, while the plaintiff has burden at trial of proving intent to defraud, such proof is not required at the initial pleading stage. Now, to plead a claim under 7.2a, 4a, the plaintiff must allege the debtor made those false oaths. In the complaint, the plaintiff alleges defendant made those false statements in the schedules and statements of financial affairs by failing to list quite a few numbers of assets which the debtor owned and controlled, debtor being Lynette. The allegations in these complaints are neither vague nor conclusory. The omitted assets are specifically listed in paragraph 48 of the complaint. The cases cited by the defendant in her motion to dismiss are not bankruptcy cases related to the specific claims in this case and thus in opposite. For example, Carcello v. Lincare is a false acts case, false claims acts case. Medella versus Tire Stickers is a RICO case. Defendant cites matters of Bobu. I guess that's maybe correct. But in this case, the court actually denied the debtor's discharge under 727, finding the debtor's failure to list his ownership interest in corporations in his schedules was a material omission, which means they left shit out. While plaintiff has the burden at trial of proving intent to defraud, such proof is not required at the initial pleading stage. Wherefore, the plaintiff respects that the court deny the defendant's motion to dismiss, require the defendant to file an answer to the complaint within 15 days and grant other and further relief as the court deems just and proper. Filed in conjunction with Randall Shotgun and also Dennis Levine, which would be handling the bankruptcy. Interesting, huh? And of course, they certified service as they were required to do. If you send me this document, would you send me this document later, please? Yeah, sure. Should be able to get it out there for you. I think everybody has it. I mean, it's pretty much out there. But then we also have these morons that want to, jump in here, Volmit and paint chips, of course, this is where our open letter is going to come in tonight. And I hope you enjoy it because it's going to be, pretty interesting. And the first thing they start this off with is the email from Bruce Matskin to the Candace Thomas. He's also including Jerome and Lynette. But you notice there's something missing from this. The attorney on the other side, because he's emailing the court directly. Pretty interesting. And he says, sorry, I thought you understood the subject referred to the bankruptcy reinstatement motion that is being heard tomorrow. No, well, you see, here's where you screwed up, Bruce, because and also, Michael, you might want to pay attention, being that you're a journalist or something of that sort. You might want to pay close attention to this particular issue because you're leaving out the other emails. The emails that he sent to the court. And the emails that he didn't send to opposing counsel in this case. Yeah, that sort of became a big problem because, he's out here contacting the court in ex parte communication. That's what got him in trouble for unlicensed practice of law, ex parte communication. As an attorney, he knows he's not supposed to do this shit. You know that, right? You know this, but of course you don't vet anything. So what would I expect more? Well, it started with some ill-advised emails. No, those are beyond ill-advised. Those are what the court calls ex parte communication. But that opening allowed an unscrupulous lawyer, clerk, and judge to spring into action. So they're doing something wrong except for following the law. That's really interesting that you want to go and attack, let's see, the judicial system that's following all the rules that they're supposed to be doing, an attorney that's doing the rules like he's supposed to be doing, because some dumbass goes out there and shoots off an email, gets all pissy and shoots off an email over to the judge, the clerk in his office, and expects that the judge isn't going to respond to this, or even expect that the opposing counsel isn't going to say, Your Honor, why is she receiving counsel from an attorney that she's not paid for? It's not licensed to practice in this venue. It's sort of like this, Volmit. If you were smart enough, or even your little fat friend there, your little fat gay friend, were smart enough, you would realize that, just because you want to be an attorney in one little particular part of your life doesn't make you an actual attorney. You're not licensed in that particular area, so you don't practice law. You don't end up with this kind of shit happening to you. You don't end up getting kicked to the curb like a drunk prostitute on your prom night. I mean, that isn't that right? Well, the result is a multi-front attack on Massachusetts lawyer Ducey, whose professional livelihood and reputation. Well, there's no attack on his livelihood and reputation. There's only exposure of his professional livelihood and his reputation. If he doesn't want his reputation being exposed that would endanger his livelihood, well, then don't do something that, is part of your livelihood and expose yourself. Sort of works in conjunction, it's like, if you want to be known as like call girl, you don't go out there and hoe yourself out to, the guys on the street corner, because the high price call girl, street prostitute, they might have different clientele. Just saying, you might want to work on that. Well, the whole thing started when Deuce, which is supposedly an attorney, sent 4 emails starting on September 25th to Candace Thomas, the clerk for the Florida judge. Well, no, she's clerk of the court, not just grub. Okay. Yeah. Not just this judge. She's clerk for the whole court. And was regarding several legal matters involving Lynette and Jeremy Hales. No. See, here's the problem. If you haven't understood this by now, he's not her attorney. He has no business doing any of this. None of it. And even Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut's pretty much saying the same damn thing. That's unlicensed practice of law. So is Connecticut wrong also? Is the whole world against you, Deuce? The whole world is against you. They're calling you out on your bullshit, and therefore they're against you. Or is it just Michael? Michael, who's some sort of freedom fighter, I guess, at this point. Yeah, what kind of freedom fighter are you? Well, Deuce had presented a pro bono precedent in one federal lawsuit. Well, yeah. And you want to call them frivolous lawsuits? Well, no. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, if you would have vetted your shit, you would have understood that what's happening in Levy County is Lynette Preston has made a lawsuit against everybody but Deuce. I mean, she made a lawsuit against. She's the one that created the lawsuit against Jeremy in Levy County, against George, against anybody that was handling stuff for their community there in Levy County. Travis. Yeah, went after all these people. Even went after a sheriff. I mean, she filed this lawsuit. She filed it. Jeremy didn't file it. So if you're saying that it was a frivolous lawsuit, are you saying that Michelle's lawsuit was frivolous? The thumbnail lawsuit that Deuce was trying to make his mark on by, pissing on Scott Stark, causing him all kinds of stress. Probably the cause of, him not being able to, be with us for another year. Because I mean, we have the documentation of what was said in the whole transcript. I mean, I could pull that up for you if that makes you feel a little bit better, because you only cite half the transcript and leave out quite a bit of information on it. At the center of the scheme, were several frivolous lawsuits at the state and federal level. So he's saying that the state level lawsuits were frivolous that Lynette filed. I could agree. And the ones in the federal level, well, it seems like there's still one going on. There's a federal lawsuit against Lynette for defamation, and John Cook against them both for defamation. And that one's not looking too good for them. I guess they were panicking so much that they had to go and file a bankruptcy lawsuit. Now I know Jeremy didn't file the bankruptcy lawsuit, but I'm pretty sure that Lynette filed a bankruptcy lawsuit. Now I know that the Grangers actually countersued for damages because, well, lawyers cost money. You want to file a lawsuit and they have to defend it, and you don't follow the procedure by canceling it whenever you said, hey, you might want to cancel this lawsuit. Shit's going to happen. Shit's going to happen. Well, it sort of came down on them. Now, he had represented them. No, this would be a lie right here. And I don't want to call this out right there because the Fleas have already said that he was not pro bono. Mm-hmm. You understand that he didn't do that pro bono, right? I mean, because the Fleas, along with Bruce, were making sure that he got paid back certain fees out of money that was supposed to go to Lynette. Yeah, you don't remember that? Yeah, that's not pro bono. That's that they did a fundraising to raise money for that. That's not really pro bono. Not like their own admission that they raised money to that and they sent money to Deuce, right? You understand that they did fundraisers to get them there to court and stuff like that. It's not really pro bono. Usually whenever somebody does something pro bono, it's because they're doing it because they can afford to do it. But see, Deuce couldn't afford to do it. And so, because he's a broke ass bitch. So what happened was he had to raise money because it was costing him, that nice little Airbnb that he had, the hired security they had to hire, all that stuff. Yeah. Who do you think paid for that? Seems like that money just sort of disappeared out of that, $100K that you raised, but geez, who's really counting money here? Now, but these emails were sent about a separate state lawsuit playing out in Levy County. An entirely different lawsuit that Deuce helped coordinate. Yeah, see, you understand that Deuce is the one that reached out to Scott Stark or Jeannie or whatever her name was, his wife. Scott Stark's wife reached out to her and was like, hey, I got a deal for you. I'll write the pleadings, I'll do all the heavy lifting. All you have to do is file it and sign your name to it, but we got this covered. Yeah, that sort of blew up in their face, didn't it? Yeah. So much so that whenever Scott Stark passed, that, his estate's liable for 50% of that, what's going to be owed. Crazy, isn't it? You sort of fucked her over pretty bad there, Deuce. Now, Deuce noticed several potential errors, including that Thomas had falsely entered default despite Preston filing her answer. Oh, no. See, she was already in default. You understand? See, he didn't falsely enter default. She was in default. Even if she files an answer after she's in default, she's still in default. Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it? She might want to have been paying attention to the kind of shit that you were fucking her over with there, Deuce, because you're the one that caused all this shit. But you probably lost track of time. It wasn't that 15-minute break that you were getting. Miss Thomas, why would you be entered in this case even though Miss Preston filed an answer prior to entry of default 25 in the docket? Because she was in default by quite a bit. It wasn't like it happened overnight. Yeah, she was in default whenever she was filing her bankruptcy case. Yeah, that was she was supposed to go to a hearing, remember? And hearing she didn't show up to on she said counsel. She said that Deuce was writing this stuff for her. It's amazing. It's amazing to me that, Michael, you didn't look at any of the actual documents. You just took Deuce's word for this shit. Man, what kind of investigative journalist are you? I mean, do you suck cock on the weekends for this shit or something? I'm wondering, because the only way that you're getting any money out of this is by selling yourself off, probably your soul. I'm curious. Deuce wasn't a lawyer on the case nor a party, but he inserted himself into it. See, that's what you're missing, is he inserted himself into it. And it's unlicensed practice of law. It's nobody going after him. It's him fucking up his own life. And that's his choice. That's absolutely his choice if he wants to. Those entries were enough to set off Randall Shockett. Oh, yeah. Set off Randy. Yeah, whenever you've got somebody emailing the court in ex parte communication, trying to sway the court or force the court to do something that it doesn't have to do. Matter of fact, you know what the court said? They were pretty straightforward on what they had to say. Court said, you know what? All these emails are being erased from the docket. They're struck as not being entered in there. But you know what? We will let his governing authority in the states of Connecticut and Massachusetts deal with him. And we're turning him into Florida for unlicensed practice of law to the Florida State Bar. And if they decide that they want to prosecute it, well, you got to understand that that's about 14 counts of a class 3 felony. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. That doesn't look too good on Ducey, does it? Hale's strategy since he started torturing Preston. Oh, what is he out there with? With fish hooks and doing stuff to her? No. What he's doing is basically recording all of the crazy. His life, crazy. Yeah. So much so that wow, guess what? Journey hasn't talked about any of these cases in been a couple of weeks. Looks like the fleas are finally running out of content, aren't they? So much so that they're starting to eat their own. It just excites them so much. Like chomp, 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 chomp. They have a wonderful, wonderful time just, tearing apart their mods, tearing apart everybody that gets associated with them. Now, he wants to go off on since he started torturing Preston, has been to file anything and everything and then create drama from that filing. But he hasn't talked about it in 2 weeks. So how is he creating drama? I don't know. That's a really interesting thought, because it seems to me that the flea is the only one that creates drama around this. Because what is it? She says she's calling out the lies, the bullshit, and debunking everything that he's saying. Don't stop, Felisa. Keep it up. Shockett, who previously lost his dental license due to fraud, has obliged willingly filing flimsy arguments which are used for YouTube content. But see, why I did it. So let me guess. Randy had a actual dental license. How long ago was that? That was quite some time ago. And guess what? He was admitted into Florida. Everything that happened prior to that, he disclosed to them, and Florida knows about it, and they admitted him. So must not have been a big deal as you're trying to make it. And then, of course, Shockett followed Thomas's lead and filed a motion to strike Deuce's emails while accusing him of unlawfully practicing law. Yeah, that's because that's what it is. Matter of fact, Shockett is the one that sent the information on to Connecticut. Yeah. Yeah. See, there's certain ethics that lawyers are expected to go by. And Deuce has been, in my opinion, pretty unethical in his practice of law. I mean, that's my opinion. He might disagree and say, no, it's been absolutely on the up and up. But you know what? It's really amazing that even the Connecticut State Bar found that unlicensed practice of law is pretty serious. While the Levy County courts issued this statement on Thomas's behalf in response to emails sent to Candace Thomas, judges speak through their rulings, and it would be not appropriate to offer additional commentary outside of that context. To me, that sounds pretty straightforward. Knock It Offler with the beautiful $5 super chat saying, my mom was a wild one. I'm number 6 of 6 boys. My dad took his last sample to the nurse's station. They told him they just wanted a pee sample. Welcome, Knock It Offler, and thank you so much. And happy Mother's Day, everyone. Shockett made a flimsy argument. Shockett made a flimsy argument. Well, it seemed to be a pretty straightforward argument, and he seemed to win on this. So Shockett dressed up his motion by falsely claiming that Deuce had secretly written motions in the case. Well, yeah. And it's not false. See, because I have this nice little recording of Lynette. It's amazing. You might want to listen to it sometime. You can find it on my channel. All you have to do is look up the one where it's talking about the flea, like how Lynette wants to have her arrested. Yeah, and it's the audio. I cleaned up the audio. I actually enhanced the audio, and it tells you that there, so that way you could hear everything clearly. But yeah, in that she says that she needed Bruce to continue to write pleadings for her because nobody else was willing to do it, because she couldn't pay anybody else, because that money was being held by the flea. Yeah. Those are some of the little facts you miss out on there, Michael. Right, Michael? So he was secretly writing motions, and not only the Levy County cases, which there were 3 Levy County cases, but he also was inserting himself and showing up on her behalf, or for some reason, he was showing up in court cases. He wanted to be there for the depositions and, all that kind of stuff. Whenever Scott Scart was being deposed, which, sure, you're welcome to do that, but you're not going to be able to offer much of anything. I mean, he continued to file more motions not too long ago. I mean, in my opinion, I think you're looking at a lot of really bad stuff. Well, upon information and belief that Deuce is licensed to practice law in the states of Connecticut and Massachusetts, but is not a member of the Florida Bar, Deuce has sent emails to the court and parties in this case, and may have prepared legal documents filed in this matter. So he didn't accuse him. He just says that he may have prepared legal documents filed in his answer. See attached. No Florida licensed attorney has appeared as counsel of record for Lynette in this case since Preston's prior Florida counsel, Scott Stark, passed away on August 2025. In fact, at a recent case management conference in this matter, Preston appeared pro se, even though her bankruptcy attorney, Jerome Saran-Rapp, appeared and specifically advised the court he was not appearing in this matter. Deuce has not filed a motion for admission to Pro Hoc Vitae pursuant to Rule 1.20 of the Florida Rules of General Practice and Judicial Administration, and Deuce has not been granted Pro Hoc Vitae admission by the court. Well, Deuce has sent emails to the court and parties in this case may have been prepared legal documents in this matter. Yeah, that's what he said. Well, and he's trying to say that Deuce did not prepare legal documents, and Shockett knew it when he falsely made this claim. Well, I think he said made, but he cut it off right there. Well, he didn't falsely make the claim. He abruptly informed the court that he may have. That would be something for the court to look at and decide. And he says Preston was not represented in this case by a Florida attorney, Scott Stark. Well, that's because, well, who was represented by Scott Stark was deposed on 2025 by Shockett in his deposition. Stark stated that Matzkin provided legal guidance, but Stark prepared and filed the court filings. Well, you didn't get the whole thing because there was quite a bit more involved in that. Also, in that deposition, in case you didn't hear it, it was they never provided any proof of this. Oh, you missed that, right? See, during that deposition, he was supposed to provide proof of how the communications were going about with Deuce. Yeah. How all of it played out, how he actually how he was contacted, or how he got involved in this case. Because he doesn't know. He didn't know. His computer was down. He was sick. I mean, there was a multiple excuses why they couldn't provide all of the information that was being asked to be provided in this case. But you skip over that, dumbass. It made the final corrections. I signed it, so it's my complaint. Oh, so he did write them. So Deuce did write them, but Scott Stark made the final corrections. The motion Shaka filed was dubious for another reason. By this point, Lynette was in bankruptcy. All legal matters were stayed, paused. He made it a dubious argument why his motion to strike should be heard. He then made a dubious argument why his strike should be. Grabe allowed the motion to be heard and even ordered Deuce, a non-party, attend. That's usually what they do whenever somebody makes themselves a party, because you got some explaining to do. From there, he made two more misstatements. He suggested that Deuce was served, even though only an email was sent. That's enough. Yeah, you might want to look what the state court says. Furthermore, he claimed that Judge Grubb could hear him on declaring that Deuce was unlawfully practicing law. Yes, he could. Only the Florida Supreme Court can make this determination. No, that's not true. See, this is the problem, idiot. This right here looks like you Googled it. And you may be right that the Florida Supreme Court does, but here's the beautiful thing about it. It's been referred to the Florida State Bar. The Florida Supreme Court governs the admission and regulation of attorneys, but the investigative power is the Florida State Bar. You might want to read the whole thing here. What the hell? So you might want to read the whole thing here, because he sent it to the Florida State Bar for investigation. See how that works? While the Supreme Court handles the civil enforcement, the state's attorney can bring criminal charges for unlicensed practice of law, which is a third-degree felony in Florida. And they do define the UPL, unlicensed practice of law. And while lower courts can address UPL in specific lawsuits, did you not see this? I guess you didn't read your own Grok or whatever you're using, Gemini. This looks like Gemini. But yeah, it looks like you didn't even vet your own shit there, Volpe. Way to make the point. Beyond that, unlawful practice of law is a felony, so a civil judge declaring it as abhorrent absent an investigation. No, it is abhorrent. And that's why he sent it to the Florida State Bar for them to investigate. And of course, Judge Grubb issued an order which included the following. The court further finds that Deuce is engaged in communications with the court parties in this case, including emails dated October 6th, 7th, and 9th, which constitutes the unauthorized practice of law, which is a third-degree felony, referable for prosecution to the Florida Supreme Court. Wow. So it seems like the judge did everything that he did. And of course, you're still running a fundraiser. Look at that. He's still running a fundraiser. Well, I got a little something for these fools because, they don't seem to pay a whole lot of attention. And it's a nice little open letter. Yeah, I think you guys deserve a nice little open letter, don't you? I think that's what you need. We'll give you a little gang, and then we'll just go right into the nice little open letter. And I hope you appreciate.
Yeah. Breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion.
There we go. Now I got it for you. And here we go. Nice little open letter. Open letter. The emails did not walk themselves into court. Dear Volmit, there's a strange little disease that breaks out whenever BBB does something with his own stinky fingers from his own keyboard using his own judgment, and then the consequences arrive like a yo mama needs to slap some sense into you. Suddenly, no one is responsible for the thing except for the people who noticed the stupidity. The emails, those are just background noise. The docketing, this is where Deuce screwed up. The motion, a coordinated ambush, the judge's findings, obviously part of the grand design, and a bar complaint. Weaponization, the Substack post, well, journalism, supposedly, if we're defining journalism as taking a rake to the forehead just for giggles. But here's the part that keeps crawling out of the swamp wearing a little name tag that says Fax BBB. Well, he sent the emails. And that's the beginning of the story. Not Schitt, not Thomas, not Grabe, not the mysterious league of mean court people meeting under a flickering fluorescent bulb in the basement of Due Process Castle. BBB sent the emails. The emails were not discovered as an ancient screed. They were not forged by goblins, and they were not whispered into the court filed by a ghost. No. They came from him. Hear this clear, you mental midgets, from him. And then, horror of horrors, they were docketed. Imagine that, a communication sent into a court matter finding its way into the court record. Call the Vatican. Alert the pigeons. Somewhere a clerk did clerk things, and now Volmit is standing in the middle of a shitstorm, ringing a bell like the end of times have arrived because the document entered the document place. Well, that is the magic trick here. Volmit wants everyone staring at the docket entry, not the hand that fucked up. He wants the audience grasping at the smoke while the matchbook is still in BBB's pocket. The original problem wasn't that people noticed that the emails existed. The original problem was that the emails existed just to be noticed. But no, in Volmit land, accountability is always suspicious when it happens to the moron squad. If BBB sends emails into a case where he is not counseled, that is merely ill-advised. Soft language, pillow talk, tiny shoe, baby shoe language. But if someone uses those emails in emotion, suddenly there's a coordinated scheme, a career attack, a legal wood chipper, courtroom assassination ballet choreographed by villains with capes. Oh, please. This is not Watergate. This is not a secret cabal. This is someone throwing a shit sandwich into a courtroom fan, then complaining that everyone is covered in shit. What makes the performance especially rich is just the fake innocence. Well, because Volmit writes like the court record is a criminal, like the docket crept into BBB's house late at night, stole the emails, put on a little mask, and ran to Schitt yelling, "Use these medications." No, dipshit. The emails traveled the road BBB paid for them. Once you send something into the judicial bloodstream, there's no clutching of pearls because someone found your sorry ass out. No, Schitt used them. Of course he freaking did. That's what lawyers do when someone hands them a procedural pinata with a blinking red light taped to it. You can dislike the argument, you can attack the frame, and you can say it was aggressive, overreaching, theatrical, opportunistic, or wearing too much cologne, fine. But pretending that the use of emails is somehow more shocking than the sending of the stupid emails is the kind of argument that only survives inside a courtroom where everyone has agreed not to look directly at Captain Obvious with his balls hanging out. Then the judge made his findings. Now, that's the part that Volmit wants to wrap it. Caution tape and spooky music. Well, hey, dumbass. The judge didn't not notice the emails into existence. The judge did not manifest them during a seance with a rubber stamp and lukewarm coffee. The court considered what was placed before it and issued findings. Those findings may be loved, hated, appealed, criticized, challenged, dissected, mocked, or framed above someone's home printer as proof that today was not their fucking day. But they are not erased because Volmit writes a dramatic Substack obituary for BBB's career. This is where the whole piece really starts sounding less like reporting, more like a rescue mission launched by people who forgot to bring a map and a compass. Because instead of dealing with the sequence of stupidity, Volmit tries to rearrange it into a morality play. BBB becomes the misunderstood retard, the clerk becomes the trigger, and Shockett becomes the bus driver, and the judge becomes the villain. Volmit becomes the heroic fucktard, bravely telling us that the house fire began with a smoke alarm scream like an idiot running through an acid bath. No, sir. The alarm did not start the fire. The problem was not the emails were docketed. The problem was that the opposing counsel saw. The problem was not that a judge read them. The problem was not that the bar authority later received an order. The problem, the ugly root of the whole diseased ballsack, is that BBB inserted his dumbass into a case and then acted like every case does. It ground forward. But here comes Volmit, little mop in hand, trying to clean the crime scene by smearing the footprints into a few grifted dollars. It's the same old trick. Take a simple chain of events, pack it with adjectives until it looks like a conspiracy. Ill-advised emails becomes multi-front attack. Docketed communications becomes accrued damage. Motion practice becomes abuse. Findings become weaponization. The passive voice gets dragged out like an emotional support ferret, and things happened to BBB. Forces spring into action. A scheme formed. The weather changed. The moon turned red. Nobody did anything first, apparently. The emails just appeared one morning magically in the email box of Ms. Thomas. But they did not. BBB sent the emails. Those emails got docketed. Shockett used them. The judge made findings. But Volmit's out here trying to relitigate it through Substack while pretending the original sin was not the conduct, but the visibility of the conduct. Right, Alan. That's the whole rotten cupcake. And I understand why Volmit needs to dress it up as man sends questionable court-related emails, opposing counsel pounces, judge issues orders, not nearly as dramatic as a three-headed conspiracy attacks brave lawyer's livelihood. One is a procedural mess, the other is a Netflix trailer with thunder. Now, Volmit doesn't want a timeline, he wants a fog machine with citations, he wants a villain cast, a victim spotlight, and a donation link waiting in the lobby. But reality keeps doing that rude little thing where it refuses to perform. Reality says the emails came from an attorney that is not her counsel. Reality says the court file did not invent them. Reality says that consequences are not automatically conspiracies just because an attorney is a complete dumbass. And the reality says that if you're going to stomp your happy little ass into a legal briar patch wearing flip-flops made of confidence while you're sparking up a blunt, you don't need to blame the thorns for ripping your happy ass apart. So let us stop pretending this is complicated. This was not a mystery. It was not a frame job. It was not some elaborate ambush where BBB was hiding peacefully in a meadow and the docket jumped out from behind the bush. BBB inserted his communications into a legal matter. Those communications became part of the record. Opposing counsel used them. The judge responded, and Volmit, apparently allergic to the front end of a timeline, wants to begin the story halfway through and call everyone else corrupt for reading the first chapter. Well, that's not journalism, dumbass. That's narrative laundering with a Substack subscription box. Of funny part is that Volmit acts like noticing the emails is the dirty deed, not being the dumbass by sending them, not creating the paper trail, not giving the other side something to swing. No, the great scandal is that the court agreed. The bar noticed and agreed. Well, yes, that tends to happen when you act a fool. You don't get to throw the shit in the fan, then file a screed accusing a fan of slinging shit at the wall. So congratulations, Volmit. You built a whole haunted mansion around a doorknob. You took BBB'S, sent emails, inflated it into a gothic courtroom opera where everyone but BBB carries the blame. You gave us villains, vibes, dramatic pacing, enough moral outrage to power a malfunctioning carnal ride. What you did not give us was a clean escape from the basic fact, sitting in the middle of the room chewing loudly. BBB sent those emails. Every fucking thing else is just aftermath. Signed, Shizzy motherfucking Wisnight. I love it.
They're laughing at us.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been a while since I've done an open letter for you guys. You know that? It has been quite some time. Hello, Stacy Nat. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Elfie the little one. Rosalind Duke. Calvin, he was with his mom. Oh, I hope you had a good Mother's Day, Rosalind. I really do. I hope that everyone that's out there is having a good Mother's Day. And, you know, I did bring you a little bit of something. I spent a lot of time getting this set up. I really did. I spent a lot of time getting this set up. I'm hopefully I can make this work like it's supposed to. We will see. We will see. I can't guarantee that it's going to do what it's supposed to at all, but we're definitely going to try. So I've got some music for you guys tonight. You know that whenever the whole everything on the stream gets all screwy and messes up, it's not my fault. I can only do so much. I could have had all this stuff set up for you. I was actually set up beforehand, but of course everything went to shit right before I started the stream, as it's prone to do. Thank you very much, Zerumble, for you know making my stream like take more time than it should. But let's see, this right here should work if I can get myself sized up properly. Why is it not working? Ah, there we go. Ah, yes, there we go. It's like it was supposed to. So, of course, the fleas lost their shit again last night. And I do what I do best. Oh, yeah. And I hope you're wanting to enjoy some of these words, because they will put a smile on your face. I put these together, spur of the moment. I was loving it. But before we do that, you know what I need to do? I haven't done this in a little while. I did this earlier, but it is that time. It is that time. If I've got enough people over on the Rumble side, it says I got 35 people over there. So why is it not showing? Ooh, have I not been on long enough to make it happen? Ooh. Campaign currently unavailable. Ah, there we go. Now I've got one, maybe. Yes, I do. I've got one. This one is called MeWe. MeWe. Okay. We'll give this one a try. Let's see what this is all about. MeWe. Well, here we go. You ever feel like that phone is listening to everything you say? That's because big tech treats every user's life like a corporate paycheck. It's time to stop being the product. Millions are making the move to MeWe, a safe space for communities to share their real opinions. It's time to take back control of the time you spend online. On MeWe, you are not the product. MeWe puts your privacy first. It's the safe space you've been waiting for. No creepy tracking, no manipulated feeds. It's just a place for actual communities to share real opinions and find their tribe without a bot breathing down their neck. If you want to connect with new people and communities, check out MeWe, the safe space where the world meets. Everyone needs one. Get a safe space. And you can see there's a Welcome 2026 to get your 20% discount on premium. There you go. That was easy enough. Thank you. Thank you very much. I haven't done one of those in a while. Are we supposed to be over on Rumble? Only if you want to be. Only if you want to be. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. I'm if you see the Rumble studio up here, that means I'm streaming on Rumble also, and I can do ad reads. I mean, I might get a few cents for it, like pennies, but it's pennies. So I mean, who doesn't like a couple of pennies? Me, I like all pennies. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars, whatever gets thrown at me, I'm not above any of it. Not above any of it. I try to be easy. All right, let's get in here with the music. I know you guys are going to like this because it was so fun. So fun making this. You have no idea. I got such a kick out of these. And I'm going to list them as oldest first, so that way you can kick in with me as I like to kick in. This first one is called No Joke, No Joke, and I hope you like it.
Richard! Thank you. Can you hear her laughing? So you can hear her laughing all the way for her house. Jeannie! Can you guys hear her laughing? Can you hear Jeannie laughing? Hey, Lisa. No joke. No joke. Anyway, hey, is that what you guys to do? Is that what it means? Hey, Rich is out there. Hello, Richard's in there. Hey, Rich, apparently Paint Chips wrote my cease and desist. Who the hell is Paint Chips? Oh my God, Paint Chips is supposed to be rich. Oh, he's right there. Yeah. Because I've heard that a couple times. I didn't know that was him. Yeah. No. But what I can tell you is in doing my cease and desist, I definitely looked over some of the things I've seen Rich go through. Richard! Thank you. Can you hear her laughing? No joke. No joke. And yeah, so I thought it was good. So I added it. Actually, guys, I'm not bad at this shit. Just saying, I mean, I did kick socket's ass to say it with two motions to dismiss. Not just one, but anyway, meaning both of mine. Thank you. I should have clarified that. Kick this ass. They're probably thinking that, that we're that. Well, I should say we're not going to pursue it any further than the C synthesis. No. Especially that girl, Megan Fox. Yeah, Megan Fox. Well, that's because it was to the juror because she can't file nothing. She's got no money.
No money.
Thinking, are you sure about that? Okay, well, we'll see. So I told everybody the ball's going to get rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Can you hear her laughing? No joke. No joke. Things are getting started, and they want to sit there. They want to call me a liar. But here's the thing. They're reading through the cease and desist, right? And I didn't watch anything about Tom. I got a lot of messages here. Tugs this, tugs that. But I didn't read anything about Tug. But I saw that Tug because someone sent me a screenshot. So I saw Tug was going through his season, it says. But man, J-Hit was like unhinged. So man, I didn't do that. She didn't do that. She does this herself. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, no, I don't actually. You guys are liars. And you're not going to admit that to your audience that you're lying. And that's why you're getting fucking sued. You're lying. Richard! Thank you. Can you hear her laughing?
No joke. No joke.
You are defaming. You're saying shit that you know is not true. Okay, and they're harassing, and you're harassing. It's the main one. It's harassing. But here's the thing. When you got a police officer asking questions, starts questioning you about it, and you're giving the answers. And you're giving the answers. And they say to you, that's cyber harassment. Yeah, that's not a good thing. I didn't come up with that. That's not a good thing. I don't see any of them doing that. And calling the police, we're harassing. Because we're not harassing you. All we're doing is we're reacting to what you post. Exactly what you say. That's it. Because we didn't start this shit. No, we did. No, we
you
did.
did.
Not at all. However, what Jay Hip also did today, Richard! Thank you. Can you hear her laughing? No joke. No joke. And that's what happened. These people get so pissed off and they don't realize what they're saying. And it's already downloaded, so don't worry, guys. I already got it. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you're a fucktard, Jay Hip.
Oh, using my words.
Fucktard. Oh yeah, he was calling me
using my words
and all this. Good bitch. Good
that's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad I could give you that word.
That's not gonna matter, you say. And that doesn't matter at all. But I can tell you what does matter. Because he said a lot of shit today. And I have him talking about a call. And Jeremy Hale sending them boys right. Which is the Floyds that Diana West collected. And I have him on that, but that's recorded. I'm like, oh my God, look at this. Richard! Thank you. Can you hear her laughing?
No joke.
No joke. Everything's just coming through with Jay Hip and how he's involved. Then he's riding out Jeremy. Because believe it or not, that's going to go against Jeremy in the court cases with me.
What court cases? You don't have any court cases, you dumbass.
The other thing is today, he's talking about how he always talks to Tabby Day. And Tabby have been friends for ever so long. And how they've been friends since they were 4 years old. I'm like, wow. Did he not realize the pickle he just put Tammy in? You know, these people don't even, they're so stupid. Richard! Thank you. Can you hear her laughing? No joke. No joke.
Yes.
No joke. No joke.
No joke. Oh my God. Oh yes. See, that's what they didn't understand was whenever Jake is talking about this stuff, they don't understand sarcasm and they're taking it as literal. And then they would also have to prove that be true. But they've already given themselves away. Because they're saying, we're going to sue no matter what anyway. So what good is a cease and desist if you're just saying that you're going to sue anyway? I mean, that's their goal because they got to do something to get content. Does the police not understand sarcasm and hyperbole? No. Why would she do that? I mean, this is why most of their crazy stuff that they say happens because they don't understand that. And welcome, Rumblers. Welcome. Good to see you. But that wasn't where they stopped. No, because it's bullshit. Didn't stop there. We got that one next. And this one's going to be interesting. I haven't really heard it, but I remember the words that they were saying. Enjoy.
And I knew what I was doing this morning, and I knew I was going to be giving them all content for at least a week.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
At least a week,
maybe 2 days.
So have at it, guys. Keep going. Keep reading those cease and desist letters.
Oh, yeah.
Reading, get them stuck in your head.
Get them stuck.
Because nothing in it is false. Sweet cheese, and if you don't remove that you're lying about or copyrighted me on, you're gonna get sued because the law is, in fact, on my side. And if you don't think so, do some research.
Do some
I would
research.
suggest actually betting it. But the law is actually on my side. Or call your
on your
lawyer and
side.
ask him.
Oh, yeah.
If you got a lawyer, call and ask him. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll defend you here. Keep reading those cease and desist letters. Reading, get them stuck in your
Your
head.
head.
Because it's bullshit.
Shit. Whoa.
It doesn't matter. You can't fight. You can't defend copyright infringement. Yeah, you can't
you
defend
can.
copyright infringement.
Yes, you can.
Fair use is not going to help you this time.
Yes, fair
Not
use.
members, only the patterns all leading up to all this. Yeah, guys, you're done. You're done. I got
You're
you.
done.
Gotcha.
You're done.
Gotcha. All the X's here are saying Lisa is a hypocrite and is acting like Germ. How is defending people without a voice being like Germ? That must be some good-ass Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'm not like Jeremy. What I am doing is I'm holding them accountable, like legitimately holding them accountable. You have all seen what they've done.
All of it.
Jeremy cannot prove what Michelle and John have done because they didn't do what he said. That's the big difference. Jeremy cannot prove that I've done anything because it's bullshit. Keep reading those cease and desist letters. Reading, get them stuck in your
Your
head.
head. Yeah.
Because it's bullshit. The court said so. He can't prove that anybody's done anything to him. Now they're trying to say I'm a public person. Well, I got news for you. If I'm any kind of public, you guys made me more public. But I didn't do any of the shit that I've ever been accused of. None of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got them lying about me. They're going to be
lying.
asked where the proof
Got you
is.
lying
And they
about
won't
you.
be able to come up with it. Just like hell couldn't come up with it. Neither will they all your little shit. Star and nonsense. And following the little, path that Jeremy Hales gave you. You have no proof of nothing. I also have receipts. I have the same
I have
receipts you got.
receipts.
But guess what, buddies? Keep reading those cease and desist letters. Reading, get them stuck in your head. Because it's bullshit.
Shit.
I got more than you. I got them all. You don't. So you have no idea how much bullshit you've actually spread. Only if you could look into yourself and look in the fucking mirror.
Look in that mirror.
Because I know the bullshit you spread. And I already know the shit Tammy could possibly do.
Oh,
They're saying I'm afraid of Tabby J. I'm not
sound like
afraid
it.
of Tabby J. I'm
Very.
afraid of her. Well,
Yeah, you're
they
afraid.
think that she's going to say something that's going to know. I'm not the thing. It says she knows that she can't, and if she has already, and they repeat anything that I will know came directly from Tammy J.
oh,
She's
anything.
a shit screen. 'Cause
Shit
I have
screen.
no problem filing anything, none. Keep reading those cease and desist letters. Reading, get them stuck in your head.
Okay.
Because it's bullshit.
Shit.
And if you guys think that I'm enjoying this, I can tell you right now, this isn't something I'm enjoying. I did not want to have to send out cease
didn't want to
and
do 'em.
desist letters. And the proof of that is the fact I haven't done it yet until today.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want to know the truth, I had sent the 2 out today that had to do with last night.
Oh, yeah.
But I had 2 more that I knew I was getting ready
Two
to
more.
send.
2
because
more
they're
she's
all
gonna send.
lawsuit-based files. And I said,
Lawsuit-based
okay. I literally said to my friend to come here. I asked her to come out and come here and talk to me.
Talk to me.
Because I needed a little extra strength.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I got it. And points were made as to why I should do this. Keep reading those cease and desist letters. Read, get them stuck in your head. Because it's bullshit.
Ah, yeah. The bankruptcy case is still has questions. Oh, yeah. That's absolutely right, Chucky. Bankruptcy case still there's quite a few questions. No, you never said that. Yes. Please, you did. Please. What a moron. Yes, I know. And hit that thumbs up if you're on your way in. Enjoy the chat, enjoy the music, enjoy the fun, enjoy the craziness of what we're doing, because it is all about showing the craziness of these people. And it is absolutely insane. It is one of the craziest things that I've seen. They go out and attack Tammy J. I mean, they went hard into her. There is no denying how hard they went at Stacey Nat, how hard they went at Tammy J, how hard they went at Flutter Yo. The amount of shit talking that they've done about these people, it's like, wow. And these were people that were on your stream. And I don't know what the rift was. I honestly don't know what the rift was. I think they were deciding to do their own thing or something. I mean, I've never talked with Stacey Nat. I mean, she could probably tell you guys better about what the situation was than I could. But I mean, the attacks that they've had on them, I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, do you really feel this way about people that are on your panel? I guess so, because she had her little panel of guests the other night, but she didn't have any panel of guests last night. No. She couldn't get any panel on these. Maybe they were just like, I don't know, we don't want to be any part of this shit. You're talking stuff about like people that we actually like. Like, are you trying to like burn your channel down? I mean, your reputation precedes you. just saying. I mean, if you're going to dig yourself a hole, hey, how you doing, little Elfie? Hey, Aussie, how you doing? They realize how bad she really is. That's what I'm thinking. They started going, it's one thing if you're wanting to call out the bullshit, and you're saying, hey, I think that Jeremy's doing X, Y, and Z, and then show some receipts on it. That's fine. But there was never any receipts being shown. Like that was the craziest part to me. It's like, I'm over here showing you, well, this is what the court document's saying, this is what it's doing, and this is my opinion on it. And I think that they're pretty shitty the way that they're acting. I mean, and showing it to you. And then whenever you show the receipts that they're telling you need to show the receipts, then they copyright strike you. Make it make sense. I mean, can anybody make sense of this? Because I'm having a hard time making sense of that. It literally does not make sense to me. That you're sitting there going, hey, this is the bad behavior that they're doing. Look at the bad behavior. These are their own words of what they said. This is where they raised money. They were running a fundraiser for a child, for a elderly disabled woman, to build a home for the child, for John Crook, for Lynette Preston. They were putting up a fence, and the numbers didn't match up. You're just like, you're saying that you need X amount more money, but things aren't showing up. You say you're going to do a privacy fence, but you just put a fence up in one side of the thing. And then call the cops and say, he's filming us. It's just like, cops even sitting there going, well, a privacy fence would mean that you have a privacy fence all around it. So anybody on the backside could film in, anybody on that side could film in. So you're just basically, putting up a fence. And then complaining because, I mean, I could walk down the street and look over and see over the fence, and I'm only 4 foot. Just kidding. But you're sitting there going, anybody can see it over the fence and see what's going on. There's no expectation of privacy. He's not filming into your house, right? She's saying, well, he could be. No, I mean, is if he's filming into his house and we look and we, he's posting this stuff on YouTube, like you're saying, yeah, maybe we can go after him. But so far, we haven't seen any videos like that. It's really weird. There's no videos of that. So how is he stalking and harassing? I'm just, it just the none of it makes a whole bunch of sense. And then of course, you get little Ray showing up. Ray shows up. He's just like, oh, I'm here hanging out with all my friends. Ray, these people are not your friends. I wonder, Ray, did you take them out to a nice restaurant, or did they take you out to a nice restaurant? Did who bought dinner? Who spent that tab? I mean, who really spent that money, Ray? Think about that. I mean, did you do it because they're your friends? That they, I mean, what was that? About a $300, $400 tab with alcohol. If they got alcohol, they may not even drink any alcohol. They might have drink water. I don't know. But think about this, Ray. You took time out of your day to go visit them. Who paid for that? It really makes you wonder, like, who actually paid for it? Where did the money come from? I mean, was it something that you guys pulled together? I mean, but yeah, you were happy to, throw it all in there. I wonder how your daughter felt about all this. I mean, was she just like, yeah, Dad, I mean, these are great people. Do they know about the 100K that was raised that's sitting in the Flea's bank account or went elsewhere? Does she know about that? Does your daughter know about that? Does your daughter know about the revenge porn that you were laughing at? Did you show her the video? I'm curious, Ray. Did you show your daughter the video? Did you show your daughter the video where you were on a stream with paint chips and laughing about revenge porn? Did you show that, Ray? Does your daughter know about that? Did she see that and she thought that was absolutely fine? Did she see the email that, between you and Megan, where Megan says, how would you feel if that was your daughter, Ray? Did she see that email? Did you ever mention that to her? I mean, it really begs the question, Ray. You're spending all your time, and money visiting your friends. Did you go and visit Michelle? Hmm? Did you go and go to Turtle Purgatory? Did you show up over there? Did you go knock on her fence? Say, hey, look, I'm here. I'm here to help out. Did you put your camper there? Because I hear she's got space for another camper. I mean, did you spend the night there? No, that didn't happen. Stay at a campground with Tori. They found it for you because, I mean, who would want to go to Otter Creek? I mean, Jeremy's not there, so you don't have to worry about him. But did you go? Did you go visit with Michelle? The namesake. Did you go visit with the child? And bring her a nice gift for Christmas or for her birthday or anything like that? Did you do anything nice like that? Nothing. Maybe did you visit her for at least Mother's Day? Give her like a nice Mother's Day gift for all the hard work that Lynette does as a mother? I mean, come on. I mean, or was that just too much for you, Ray? You couldn't do that? I don't know. I'm curious, Ray. What exactly did you do? Go visit Robbie. Go hang out with him. Go see his nice little setup. And then go and compare that to the place that Lynette's in. Did you go and maybe try to tell Lynette how to spend her money? maybe go look at the situation, where the barn dominium is. No, you didn't go and visit all that. There was all this money raised for the barn dominium that still hasn't been used on the barn dominium. Did you go and at least visit what you donated your money to, Ray? I mean, all that time and money and the pain and suffering that Lynette went through, you didn't go and offer her some consultation and go hang out with John Crook? I mean, what exactly were you doing, Ray? Were you just there to hang out with your friend, the flea, the one that has all the money? Maybe she bought dinner using that money. Who knows? I mean, how much did that porterhouse steak cost there, Gabriel? But I think this next song actually covers it pretty well. I really do. I really think this next song is absolutely perfect for it. It's called Ray and in Ray's Family.
Really? That's interesting. You can call it whatever you want, but you're gonna be made a fool of. You're a thief too there, Tug. You're an even bigger thief for profit. I'm gonna show that to the world. Trust that. Let's see. He mentions people's comments on his family. He's very bitter about that, saying it's harassment. Oh, so someone's harassing Todd? Are you kidding? Hey, Tori, how many people do you think we can get to say that? Tug is harassed now? A lot of people. From way before any of you ever even heard of that umbrella guy, and we didn't even do that. We didn't say anything about his family at all.
Yeah, you did.
See. Ray's daughter should look into the company. Ray's keeping calling Ray detestable, and Ray's being victimized. He was also unhappy about comments made by Super Dave and saying he could look into Milltown's arrest and mention Super Dave has a family. Well, yeah. So you're threatening everybody's family, but you've already done that. You have already attacked people's families. Mine, Dave's. You've already done that. So why are you acting like you haven't done it already? And you've already done that, dude. That's why you're gonna get trouble, harassment. You dumbass. Isn't it amazing how he thinks he talks to people that don't ever listen to him? People have heard you say this shit before. Why do you think they're coming forward and saying this stuff? He's an idiot. He just thinks because he's got 300,000 or something people here and on, X, that he's gonna get away with all that. Ray's daughter should look into the company. Ray's keeping calling Ray detestable, and Ray's being victimized. Well, you know what? There's already a history on you, dude. And I don't care how many followers you have. You may be able to get your YouTube up that fast, but I really don't think that you're going to be able to save yourself in the end.
Oh.
Thank you. He mentioned Ray Bone Crush and saying Ray's daughter should look into the company. Ray's keeping calling Ray detestable and suggest Ray's being victimized. He's almost implying Ray's not confident to choose his own friend. Why are you talking about Ray and Ray's family? Ray is way more competent than these idiots. Look, you can try and go after all of us. It's no longer working. It's no longer working. Your pattern has already been established. We all see what you're doing. Ray's daughter should look into the company. Ray's keeping calling Ray detestable, and Ray's being victimized. Now we're just collecting more and more of what you're doing, and it's just going in the evidence pile. Michelle Preston's post where she says John has forbidden her to film the tortoises and prove they're alive. I don't know what you're talking about. He says the only honest proof Michelle and John have ever given to say two leads stole money. Also, say two leads called Kyle a flipper. Kyle is fine if he wants to flip, tweak, and flip him. But I could tell you right now, he was never in Tug's chat nor Megan's. So no, they weren't talking to Kyle in their chat like they tried to pretend they were. Only honest proof I'm given to say Thule stole money. John has never said, I stole money, number one. Ray's daughter should look into the company. Ray's keeping Colin Ray detestable, and Ray's being victimized. And I never stole money from them. They never had it for me to steal.
Yeah.
I never stole money from anybody. I was given money for projects that I chose to do. They were gifted to me. I got proof of it. So you guys can keep talking your shit. But guess what? The more you talk, the more you're defaming. Because you're not telling the truth. You are not telling the truth. You're defaming. And I got proof that says otherwise of what you're doing. And you're just running with it. This is what I'm talking about. You guys are lying. When it gets down to the nitty gritty, I'm gonna prove you're lying. And I'm suing your ass and you're gonna pay for it. Defamation, easy. So, keep doing it. Ray's daughter should look into the company. Ray's keeping Colin Ray detestable, and Ray's being victimized.
Hello, Heather. How you doing? Yes, Chucky. Exactly. That is exactly it. Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. Just like the big dancing. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so crazy. Rumble chat misplaces some of my chats. Well, it probably does. And sometimes it'll skip over stuff. And I don't catch every single chat. So I'm a little bit of a slacker. And you guys know this. But one thing I will never be, no matter how detestable and awful I am, I will never be gay, malicious, ever. I will never be gay, malicious. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's right there in the transcript. Someone said they will be gay, malicious. You want to hear it? I bet you do. This one is good. I could not believe this one came popping up. Whew.
I hate to crap out on you, but I am. You're a goody, hun, Gabe, I think. Jules is still mad at you for telling her to get a job. She'll have a choice. And she still hasn't even picked up the want ads. You're an idiot. I don't see any job circled or anything. Well, I wish she needs it. She gets so much attention, she doesn't have to do anything. He's one of those entitled kids. He thinks he's entitled. Oh my God, she's awesome. Case therapy fund. Did you happen to notice when they type in one? Do they want to see it? Oh, yeah, they want one. They want one. They want one with the 111, whatever the one was. Oh, okay, I will show one tonight. What's there? I'll be gay, malicious. I'll be gay, malicious. Yeah, gay. Yeah, malicious. Thank you, Laurie. Oh, for the record, Jules says, quote, cage. She had their entire bedroom. She was not in a cage. She was in their bedroom. Why? What did they say about the cage? The cage fun. She's not contained. She's in a little bedroom. She is like laying all over the bed. Hold on. My dog has a chase lounge. Another big ass foamy cushion from the couch next to Gabe's side of the bed. And she gets on the bed and she gets on the bed, especially when I'm in there. Yeah, that's why I'm getting tired. She thinks she's entitled to everything. And she has her cage and she took Chaos's bed. And she, see what I mean? We raised a spoiled brat. It's funny because Gabe will go to bed. I'll be gay, malicious. I'll be gay, malicious. Yeah, gay, gay, malicious. Lisa will go in there for something. She'll come out and she goes, well, Tori, I don't know where I'm sleeping. Yeah, like what? She goes, oh, well, Gabe's in bed like he normally is, and she's all over my side of the bed. Yeah, and she starts off at the foot, she ends up on my head on Lisa's side. Yeah, and she's so big. Okay, guys. She lays there like a person, like she's on the other side of me. And when I go into bed, she knows she's not supposed to be out there, okay? But mommy's not in there, so it's good. It's daddy, you know, daddy treats her. Whatever she can do, whatever she wants. But if mommy walks in the room, she will get up and jump off that bed. I'll be gay-balicious. I'll be gay-balicious. Yeah, gay-balicious. Okay. Or she hides her head in the quilt, because if I can't see her, she can't see me. Right, that's how it feels, right? So she puts her head down and things I don't see her. Lays there real still, real still. If I go to get in the bed and go, and I just let her stay there. But I gotta get my car, she's on top of my covers. I cannot do what she does. She won't move if you haven't told her to get down. She gives you the side-eye glance. Yeah, every now and then the side eye. She moves her eyeballs left or right, but her head won't move. And she's just looking sideways. And she's just waiting. She's waiting for those words, man. I'll be gay-balicious. I'll be gay-balicious. Yeah, gay-balicious. Get down, she has all the space. And I can't get my covers. She's on top of them. And she's a brute, man. When she freezes, it's like she becomes heavier than double her weight with Ollie here. All right, she's going up to the couch and she's like sitting there waiting for Oliver to lay the blanket out for her, like Toker does. And Oliver's not having it. And Oliver's like, no, I'm not. Look what Nigel said. I feel like I'm holding a funnel to my ear on Lisa's garage wall. We're that loud? No. Oh, all right, I'm out of here. You guys, sorry. Had fun. Wait, hold on. What time are you leaving? 1. I don't know. Are you coming back or are you going and gone? I'll be gay-balicious. I'll be gay-balicious. Yeah, gay-balicious. I don't know. It's midnight. I need to sleep. So now I got to go to the lobby. Yeah, and then you're coming back. Oh my God, if you need me to, I'm gonna strike that. What is it? Oh, that was a close call. That was a close one. It actually hit my lip, Peter. Yeah, nice. Not your drink? No, not my drink. No. All right, I'm gonna have to get up and wake up. I wanna say that makes it tough for us to take a Malupa belt. You're not taking. Oh, now it's hard. He's forgetting my chair now. He doesn't want the chair anymore. He wants the Looper-mobile. You can have that. Shut up. No, he can't. Great. I'll be gay-balicious. I'll be gay-balicious. Yeah, gay-balicious.
Oh my God. Hey, they were just talking about the dog. That's all. And being gay-balicious. No, they were just talking about the dog. Oh, I cried whenever I heard that. Oh. Wow, king size bed for all the crowd into, but let me be gay-malicious. It showed up on the transcript. I was like, what? Oh, I laughed so hard whenever I saw that. Oh my God. Here, I'll show you. I will show you. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, when I saw that, I had laughed so hard. Oh, when I saw that, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, yes. It was something in the transcript. It was something in the transcript that I saw, and I was like, Oh, no. So about an hour and 42 minutes into it, it was like they were going, happy birthday. I live with Tori Jones in. I did that the first time by accident. Yes. I'll be gay-malicious. Thank you, Tori. How are you? Oh God, I was crying. I heard that. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, they just got downright nasty. At the end, they were talking about skull balls and shit. Just like, wow. You guys are just taking it to the perversest levels that you possibly can. Must be something to Florida water. I don't know, man. I don't know. It was the most insane. It was the absolute most insane shit that I heard. I was like, oh my God. Like really? Really? Once had a dog with a gap in her teeth while we called her Tori. Gap in her teeth. Oh, crying on a leash. That's true. That's so true. With the dog mask. Oh. Mm. My skull. Chucky. Oh, the amount of hilariousness that came out of that transcript was just beyond crazy. I was like, wow. I mean, if I had such a good time the other night with we were just tearing it up. Oh God. Oh my God. Why would anyone brag about that? Well, they brag about some weird stuff. Russell. They really do. They brag about some of the craziest stuff. Did you get into some gummies? No, God, no. just laughing my ass off. Here's the thing. They've gone after Tug, Megan, Jay. I don't know who else. They're just like, we're sending cease and desist letters. To what? To what are you sending cease and desist letters? I mean, if you wanted somebody to email, you could email me. I would have responded to you. Laughed. Oh, gay malicious. Oh, it's a strange brag, but here we are. Yeah. That's. Oh, I mean, I'm serious. You can see this shit. I would mock you forever. I would tell you to go fuck yourself. That's why they wouldn't send me the shit. Sorry. It kills me. It really kills me that they're sending these out and then they're just like, go ahead, respond to it. I'll give you content for a week. You're gonna make me mock you for a week? Really? Why are you asking to be mocked for a week? Send another one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Or we're gonna sue you. We're gonna sue you anyway. It's all gonna be in a lawsuit. It's like, wow. It's like the same shit that Bruce tried to do. You guys are killing me. Oh, you can't make this shit up. You really can't make this shit up. These people are so stupid. Just like, wow. Wow, could you be any more stupid? Yeah, they could. They try to top it off every day with more stupidity. Just like, wow. Oh God. their goal is that they're going to bring a big lawsuit against all the YouTubers and YouTube, even bring YouTube into your stupid lawsuits. They say, I'm serious. I want to see this. I really do. I want to see you bring YouTube into a lawsuit. I need the laughs. I really do. I really need the laughs. Because man, that would be so much fun. Oh God, could you imagine the email chains on that one? Oh. Could you imagine the emails between you two and the flea? They're just like, what? Oh, you're gay-malicious? I don't understand. The amount of shit that they would get. You two would probably be so busy laughing at them. They would just like ignore it. Be like, what? You know, the person that gets that email would just be like, God damn it, why me? Why do I always get the crazy ones? Oh, you think the courts in Florida are going to close up shop and run? Oh. No, they would just go, why me? Why me? Don't you guys have better things to do? The best is yet to come. I can squeal. Oh God. Oh, the hilarity of all this. I mean, it just kills me. Oh God. Oh, the humor is well beyond. I've never seen anything so stupid in my life than these people. And then they top it off by going like balls deep stupid again the next day. It's like every day that they say something, it's like, I thought you were stupid last time you said something, but no, you had to prove me wrong again. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Shizzy, new merch is incoming. Thank you. Can you give me that t-shirt? Oh, hold my beer. Yes, exactly. That's what it boils down to. Like, wow. I thought you were dumb, but you went ahead and proved me wrong yet again. Now the next song that I'm going to play goes to prove it. It's oh my God, paint chips. I think you've outdone yourself. You really have. Oh, because this God.
Me, gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister. Over on the book of faces. They've actually brought you into this domestic violence and showed your mother on camera when she could have attacked and all that. Since you know it's not about you, it's about me. Yes. But Robbie's wife, Robbie's daughter, Tori's daughter, Tori's grandson. And now we got people even making shit up about her other grandchild and who her grandchild is apparently. These dingbats have no idea who Scooter is. So Helen says, hi, Scott. Oh, hi, Ellen, right? Scampy girl? Yeah, everybody. I mean, that's just here. What about Ray? Ray's wife, right? Ray's children, right? What about when they mentioned his deceased parent? Me, gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces. What about that? That is not nice. What about Super David and his brother, Bruce and his wife, Michael and his child, Michael Volpe and his child, Rich and his dad and his dad's wife? They've gone after everybody's family that they could. And he's like, oh, you're bringing us into, really? Todd, really? You sure you really want to go there? How foolish are you? And then he throws out, I know people. What kind of people are you talking about? Italian people? Bikers? What are you talking about? I got you beat on that with both of us, just so you know. But what is that? And if you had any kind of, who? We got the comic people on the internet. Me, gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces. Half the people there's like half of people that hate you and know who you really and truly are. Don't think for 2 seconds we can't get them and bring them on here, because we can't spare us the book. I have apologies to the perpetrators of so much pain. They all are, every last one of them. Yep. Also Bruce and Samara's child. Yep. And hello, Michelle and John, Harley Grace, the key child involved in everything. Hounds are started for 2.5 years. 3 years. Doesn't matter how old they are. Doesn't matter if they're 3, 5, 12, 18, 19, 22. You're going after him. Yeah, Michelle's whole family. All of her children, pretty much. Really? Yep. They've gone after everybody's family, and yet, gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces. Gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces. You don't have to y'all know who that is. She posted things from the chat, and you guys really be shocked by this, okay? She posted some things in the chat, and all of a sudden, there's a comment from Kyle that wasn't approved. Thank you. So I said to myself, hold up. The only people who cannot see the comment, I'm sorry. The only people who can see the comment are moms. So how did I watch? So you don't have to. Get that screenshot when no one else in the child can see it. How is that possible? Only a mad could have sent it to us. So much interesting. So you guys are gonna love this. So I go and I say, okay, well, let's go look at my list of mods. Me? Gay time. The big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces. Who's the mod? Look at them. You wanna know what I saw? You guys are gonna be quite shocked at this. There's people who war. Yes, Terry, yes. There is people who are blocked for the longest time. Months, alright, over years, so maybe 2 years. All of a sudden, I look at my moderators and they are moderators on my channel. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? When I tell you the names of these people that were mods, you're gonna be shocked. So I'm sitting here and going, I immediately clicked them out, saved it, went back, like, hold on a second. These people are blocked. How did they become mods? So I go back to the mods list and there they are again. What interesting. Me? Gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces. So now I'm like, what the hell is going on? The names of the people who were mods were these. Phil, the team, Mr. Coop, Venom, Rosalind, Duke, and who was the other one? Hold on. How's it roll there? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, D, spill the tea, and you're ready for this. D.I.E. all mods, the other guy in my town. I'm like, okay, how the fuck did that happen? Excuse my language, well, it remembers life. Okay, how the hell did that happen? So I check my YouTube channel and I'm looking at everything and I'm like, this is bullshit. So I removed them again and I made sure they were all blocking the thing is, guys. Me, gay time. This big mouth, twisted sister, over on the book of faces.
Nothing beats though. The tug. I got tug, because it kills me every time I hear this song.
I got tug. So they went through my garage. They went through, all kinds of shit around me. My hair, my body, my this, my that, trashy. But they never mentioned anything about what squat pump looked like. Nothing. So they didn't attack her, and that's fine. That's great. But what they did do to her was they had her sitting here crying all night because they aired this shit. How many people saw it as of right now? I think 20,000 people. Okay, richer people saw this. Okay. And yes, it's a public record, but nobody knows who Squad Pump is. Nobody knows their life. She just made this massively public for no reason but to harass me. I got tug. And that's what's fucked up, because you ignored the fact that this guy across the street is a harasser. He hit her mother, he beat her mother, he choked her mother, he hit her, beat her, choked her. Not once, but more than 2 times that he got arrested for it. Hey, this is the 3rd time in 2 years that this guy's in jail for battery, Jennifer W. And this guy is a harasser. He's harassed us daily, all the time, just like I said, you know. So I don't know what they think they're gonna find in these body cam images except for me carrying a bun, looking like shit, whatever. Because a cop had to come to my house because I'm sitting here with my friend who I'm trying to help protect from this asshole across the street who's a rug addict. I got tug. And, you know, they want to mock it, make fun of it, do whatever. Because of what? Because Jeremy Hale said to do so. Because that's the way they got the cam footage. They got it from Deanna West's employee. How do I know that? Because Deanna West is the only one who requested records on my name on my property. 5 years of it, and not the first time she's requested it. It's Deanna West, a.k.a. flipping his benches exactly 9 shins. And Deanna West shared it with Hales, with Tug, with Mug, whatever you want to call them. And not only did she air that, she also showed and aired an entire list of all my thumbnails that she's got stored and filed. I got tug. And she showed that and aired that. And then the one she took mine and changed it. So we proved I got total proof of her stealing my copyright and putting it on her stuff is not fair use. She thinks it is, but by what she's doing, it is not fair use. She's maliciously and intentfully trying to harass me. And by what she showed all night last night, that's exactly what she did. All right, I'm not worried about Megan. Megan is taken care of. I got an open and shut case against her right now. And I could give 2 shits what else she says or does about any of it, because all it is going right into that court case. And it's gonna be more problems for her. So I got her. I got tug. Not only do I have her, I got Tug. I did not report Tug. He literally posted that I did, and I got that too. Thank you. But I did not report him. I got several emails today from people telling me that he got demonetized today. Also that Megan got demonetized. I'm not sure she did though. And then Mr. Coop said he got demonetized. Okay, I don't know if Mr. Coop did or not, but Tug's the one that bragged about it and said, well, help me. And ran to his Twitter account. So anyway, I'm just seeing a lot of misinformation, and I have 0 involvement in YouTube's monetization decisions for any channel at all. With just my own, you know, I got tug. Creators affected have stated that this was a platform side error that has since been restored by Team YouTube. He used his Twitter account, X account, to contact Team YouTube. I got tug. I got tug.
That's one of my favorites. I enjoy that one. I really do. I've had so much fun doing this, but you know, there comes a time that you have to say, everybody, I'm going over to Rumble exclusively for probably about half an hour. If you want to join me over on Rumble, you know how to find me. At the end of this next song, that's where I will be. I will be over on Rumble exclusively showing you one more thing. I think you'll enjoy it. I really do. I really think that you'll enjoy it. It will be quite impressive, but it will be only on the Rumbles. You're not going to see it anywhere else. So just keep in mind, at the end of the song, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that one particular beat, that one particular thing that just might make your whole night. You never know. You never know. You never know if it's going to happen. It could happen any minute. It could happen any time. That one thing that just sets you off, makes your day seem a little brighter. Seems like everything is going to be wonderful. But is it? Is it going to be wonderful? But just know, at the end of this song, that's where we will be. I hope you're ready for it. I hope you are ready for it, because I'm going to give you that song. And whenever you get over to Rumble, we'll have more for you. Here he goes. Enjoy. This is so good. Oh, yes. Ah.
I see the sunlight, I see the rain, I see your smile, but it's all the same. 'Cause all I can feel is this burning inside, and all I can see is the smoke in my eyes. In your eyes, the light, the heat. In your eyes, I am complete. In your eyes, I see the doorway to 1,000 churches. But right now, there's only smoke in my eyes. Love, I get so lost sometimes. Days pass and this haze just climbs. The smoke gets thick, I lose the line between what's yours and what was mine. All my instincts, they return, and the grand facade begins to burn. And I'm all out here with nothing to hide, just coughing up truth through the smoke in my eyes. In your eyes, the light, the heat. In your eyes, I am complete. In your eyes, I see the doorway to 1,000 churches. But tonight, there's only smoke in my eyes. I see the smoke, I feel the sting. It blurs the world and everything. I reach for you, but the air's too thick. Every breath I take is making me sick. All the words we said, they disappear, lost in the gray that fills the air. And I don't know how to make it clear when all I can do is fight through the tears. Smoke in my eyes. Smoke in my eyes. Smoke in my eyes. Smoke in my eyes. In your eyes, the light, the heat. In your eyes, I
But right now, there's only smoke in my eyes.